ಡ್ರೈ ಆಗಿ ಸೆಮಿ ಸೆಮಿ I will. Sorry, this one formal shoe, no? Oh, I bought. Me, sir. So done. There are many variety of.
Hey everyone, Assalamu alaikum, Namaskara, Sasriyakal, Vanakkam, Kem Cho, Kedo Hal Hai Ke Manacho Khushamdeed, and welcome back to ArshiKaAashiyana. I hope you guys are doing well. I am also doing well.
Much later.
So today I'm going to take you along on our spontaneous journey to Kodaikanal. We didn't really have a plan. We just decided to head out at 5 in the morning and see where the day would take us. We stopped for breakfast along the way, and oh my god, the South Indian food we had was absolutely delicious. After that, we continued on our journey, and guess what? We found some fresh coconut water on the roadside. The coconuts here were orange, which is pretty unique because back home we usually get the green ones. Of course, I had to try it, and it was so refreshing.
Meanwhile.
As we kept moving, we came across this stunning waterfall. It was such a beautiful sight. Before we start up the day, we decided to go a bit of shopping and ended up grabbing some cool stuff and a few other things. It was a short stop, but totally worth it.
इतनी खुशी मुझे आज तक
So we finally reached Kodaikanal. Honestly, I had no idea what to expect here.
ஒரு பாறை வியூ பாயிண்ட்
As soon as we saw tea stall, we had to stop for a cup. The weather was just perfect for it, cool and refreshing. We chatted for a bit, took a walk, and then decided to ask the local for some recommendations. They told us about a place called Dolphin's Nose. So we thought, why not check it out? We started walking, asking for directions along the way. The route itself was quite challenging. It felt like we were heading straight downhill the whole time. We did not realize how far it was, but it turned out to be around 5 kilometers just to get there. Even though it was tough, we had our mindsets on exploring, and the adventure kept us going. It was exhausting, oh my god, but exciting at the same time, and we knew it would be worth it. We kept walking and walking, and then in the middle of the trail, we came across a small waterfall. It was such a peaceful moment, and we finally felt like we could take a breather. Of course, we could not resist clicking some pictures and having a bit of fun by the water.
और सामने जा
फिसल फिसल रही है। यहाँ उड़ा वर्षा
ऐसा यहाँ पर हाँ
इधर खड़कोड़ो ए देखी बोले हमें हाँ यहाँ उड़ो पानी वहाँ रत्ती में कहाँ और आ देगा फिर
After some time there, we continued our journey towards Dolphin's Nose. The adventure wasn't over yet. And here it is, guys. Dolphin Nose. The view from up here was absolutely breathtaking. Trust me, it was totally worth for the 5 kilometer trek. The landscape is just stunning. You feel like you are standing at the edge of the world, and the beauty of nature is beyond words. It is one of those moments where you really appreciate the magnificence of Allah's creation, mashallah. We had no idea we were so high up until we reached the edge, and honestly, it was a little nerve wracking. That's what we trekked all the way for, and it did not disappoint. When I finally got to the edge of the rock, I was all set to take a picture. But let me tell you, as soon as I stepped onto that rock, I started feeling dizzy. Standing right at the edge made me feel so unsteady. It was no joke. I could not stay there for long because it really made me feel like I might fall, but the view was unforgettable. And even though it was a bit scary, the experience was totally worth it.
2 hours later.
After returning from Dolphin Nose, we headed to Vatakal, where we had rented a beautiful wooden house for the night. Let me tell you, it was absolutely stunning. The view from the house was just mesmerizing, surrounded by nature with greenery all around. It felt so peaceful and serene. The house itself was really cozy and had this charming rustic vibe. We were exhausted from all the trekking, so as soon as we got there, we just relaxed and took it all in. It was the perfect place to unwind after such an adventurous day. The calmness of the place, the fresh air, and the wooden interiors made it feel like we were in our own little treat away from everything. We rested for a while, recharged, and just enjoyed the simplicity of the moment.
Few moments later.
After some much needed rest, it was finally lunchtime. We headed to this nearby hotel.
भूल जानी पड़ेगी
The food was just perfect. We ordered paneer fried rice, zira rice, mushroom gravy, and some roti, and Alhamdulillah, everything was so delicious and well prepared. The flavors were just right, and after such a long and adventurous morning, this meal hit the spot. We all ate to our heart's content, fully satisfied with the food. Once we were done, it was time to head out and continue the journey.
A few moments later.
After leaving the hotel, we made our way to the famous pine forest. Once we got there, we did a little bit of shopping before heading into the forest.
ज़माने को अपना बना कर देखा तुम्हें दिल लगी भूल जानी पड़ेगी ज़माने को अपना बना कर देखा तुम्हें दिल लगी भूल.
You need to buy a ticket to enter, so we got ours and walked in. And wow, the place was absolutely beautiful. The tall pine trees and the serene atmosphere made it feel like we had stepped into another world. It's actually a popular shooting spot, and I could see why the scenery was just stunning. If you love photography, this is the perfect place to capture some amazing shots. The light filtering through the trees, the peaceful environment, it was all just picture perfect. We spent some time walking around, taking in the natural beauty, and of course, snapping lots of photos. This place is a must visit if you are ever in Kodaikanal. The vibe here is just so calming and beautiful.